Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay. I know the situation in India is pretty grim and stressful, and I held off posting videos for some time. But since a lot of you requested on Instagram that you would like to see some normal content and some calming, soothing content, so today I'm sharing with you compilation of a few colorful looks I had created for Holi back in March. So let's start with the first look. So I wanted to play with colors. I wanted to be just creative and have fun pairing different kinds of colors. So each of these looks I'm wearing a different colored outfit and a different color combination for the eyes. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, which is like a highlighter with a tiny bit of coverage, and it's more of an illuminator rather than a highlighter. Just makes your skin look glowy, and if you want like something with very light minimal coverage, this works quite nicely. I'm applying like a lemony lime color. This is by Melt Cosmetics, and I'm taking it quite high up, all the way almost till my brow bone. Next I used this eye crayon, and this like a nice minty pastel color. This is from Kiko. I lined my lower lash line quite thickly with this waterline as well as the lower lash line. Smudged it out so it looks quite prominent and gives the eyes this fresh summery kind of look. To add a little hint of sparkle to the look, I'm going to use this color, which is like a pale gold. This is the Celestial Divinity palette from Mcgrath. So I'm tapping this pretty much just the center of my lid, and that gives it just a nice bit of shine and sparkle. Using some concealer to conceal under eyes, around the jaw, and just the center of the face where I have some spots and unevenness. So I've kept the base really minimal. I used the illuminator, the Hollywood Flawless filter, and then just some concealer. So that made sure that my skin did not look overly done. It still had a nice shine to it without too much coverage. I always like to wear lashes when I'm doing a colorful look, otherwise it can be a little difficult to pull it off sometimes. So I've put on a really voluminous, glamorous pair of lashes for this look. And now I'm going to finish up the rest of the face. Using one of my favorite blushes. This is Fleur by M.A.C, and because I'm wearing a fuchsia outfit, something in a similar color family like a soft pink on the cheeks and lips will just coordinate really nicely with the outfit and it won't look jarring. For the lips, I'm going to use a pinkish staining lip color. This one is from L'Oreal Paris. And finishing off with a nice pair of earrings, and that is the final finished look. Moving on to look number 2. I had this beautiful mango kesar kind of color of dress, and I thought of doing something with blue, and this time I wanted to just rim the eyes beautifully with this blue color. So I'm using the K-Beauty eyeshadow crayon. The K-Beauty crayons are amazing. You can use them as liner, you can use them as an eyeshadow, and there's really nothing quite like it in the Indian market. They come in a variety of finishes and shades. You've got some nude and matte colors, and I love those. And then you have something like this, which is more of a darker color with a hint of sparkle. Overall, I love the K-Beauty eyeshadow crayons. I would definitely recommend them to everyone. So what I'm trying to do is I'm smudging the crayon and I'm trying to create like this pulled out winged shape. So this is something that did take me a little bit time to perfect the shape, but once I got the shape, it just framed my eyes really beautifully. So I'm going to keep things very simple. I'm not adding any eyeshadow here. I am using some mascara to give a nice lift and volume to my lashes. Also going to use a pair of falsies here, which are quite natural looking and not as dramatic as the ones which I used in look number 1. I decided to add a little bit of some orange accents. You could just leave the look at the previous step, but if you want to add like a slightly artistic, creative, fun element, you can try playing with a bright colored eyeliner like this. The orange that I'm using here is actually like a eye paint from Makeup Forever. I've mixed a little bit of a mixing medium to make it more watery, and I'm using that with a really fine eyeliner brush. And that's the second look, the final look. I have kept the cheeks the same as the first look and only added a bit of gloss for the lips over the same lipstick that I was wearing in look number 1. Now coming to look number 3. Now I'm wearing this beautiful yellow kurta which has also got some pink in it. So I decided to play with tones of pink and orange for my eyes and keep it matte, no sparkle, just really solid, vibrant bit of color for the eyes. So I'm using again the Hollywood Flawless filter for the face, gives tiny bit of coverage and a nice glow, filling my brows here just so they look nicely groomed. And then I'm going to start with the eyes. Now because I'm working with matte bright colors, it's always good to give them a bit of a base, so I'm just using dabbing concealer over my eyelids. These will just help the colors look a little more vibrant and stay longer as well. I'm only using 2 eyeshadows for this look. The first one is a bright rich orange. I've used it in the outer half on the lower line and then on the lid in the inner half. And the second color I'm using is this vibrant, beautiful pink color. So it's almost like a color blocked look that I'm doing for the eyes. So I'm using the pink in the outer half of the eyelid and in the inner half of the lower lash line. So it creates like a nice interesting look because the colors are placed diagonally from each other. Just making sure that these are well blended and we don't want the orange to look very harsh against the pink. For the lips, I'm going to just dab a little bit of a pink lipstick and using the same for the cheeks, which is just one of my absolute favorite techniques, and you don't need a separate blush. You can always just use your lipstick as a cheek color as well. Again, using tones of pink for the lips and cheeks because it coordinates with the eyes and the outfit that I'm wearing. I'm going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. A nice thick black coating of mascara really helps when you're wearing colorful eyeshadows. It just brings everything together. So this was the final finished look number 3 and I loved it because it was so vibrant and just such nice happy colors. Now let's move on to look number 4. For look number 4, I used this olive eyeshadow from the Mcgrath Celestial Divinity palette. And I'm wearing like an olive green pale kurta, so I thought an olive color on the eyes will work quite nicely, and I hadn't played with this shade of green in a very long time, so I've just patted it all over the lid. I'm now going to use another paint from Makeup Forever, and this time it's the fuchsia color. mix a bit of the water seal with it, and I'm just creating a wing on the outer corner. The wing is only going to be just that outer flick, and I'm not going to take the liner all the way in. Now, to keep the harmony of colors intact, I'm using that same mixture that I used for the liner on the lips as well. Finishing off the eyes with a very natural looking pair of false eyelashes, which just giving me a bit of a flutteriness and just a little more volume. To make this look a little more traditional, I'm just going to add a small black bindi. I have put on my earrings, and this is the final look. I really enjoyed creating this series. It was after quite a long time that I combined so many different colors in my looks, and it was quite an enjoyable and fun experience. I hope this video gives you a bit of an escape from all the stressful news going around, and thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you soon in my next video.